Hi there. Welcome to this Facebook Live. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. It's great to have you here. Do me a favor before we get started. Just go ahead and let me know that you can hear me. Give me a little thumbs up or drop a comment in the comments section to let me know that my microphone is working. That would be great. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to close more sales by giving your prospects the element of choice. And it's definitely not what you're thinking. But before I forget, if you'd like to have some help with what we're going to be talking about in your business, which is closing more sales and growing your business, all you have to do is go to bookburk.com. And there you'll be asked a couple questions about your business, and then you'll be taken to my calendar, and we can talk about stuff, brainstorm some stuff for your business, and talk about things exactly like we're going to talk about in today's video, which I think you're going to absolutely love. That's bookburk.com. So, in today's video, the element of choice, how to close more sales by giving your prospects the element of choice. And the reason why I say it's not what you think is because it's actually different than how most people close sales or try to close sales. And clients come to me all the time and they're feeling a little bit stressed out and they're feeling frustrated because they have these sales calls or these sales meetings with their prospects and their clients and they're wanting to close new business and they get to the end and the clients say no, or the clients say I have to think about it, or the clients say I have to talk to my spouse, or the clients say, could you send me some testimonials? And the number one reason for this is because there's fear, right? They've been on the call. They obviously want your product. You can obviously help them because you stayed on the call, but they're just a little freaked out. And one of the things that we can get around this, and I tell my clients all the time, we have to look at how you're actually closing the sale because that can have a huge impact. And so what we're going to be talking about today is called the Wheeler-Witch close or the alternate choice close. And this was created, or at least from what I know, by a guy named Elmer Wheeler who lived in the early 1900s, I think from like 1903 to 1960 something. And he was brilliant. He was the guy that came up with the saying, sell the sizzle, not the steak. Meaning sell the excitement, sell the sound, sell the juices, sell the splattering. Don't just sell them the cut of meat. Sell them the experience. And so he's a really, really good sales guy to study. If you haven't studied him, he's got a handful of books out. And one of the things that, I was getting a call there, sorry about that. One of the things that you want to use is the alternate of choice close. And I tell this to my clients because they get to the end of the call and they go through the features and they go through the benefits and the person has stepped into their life as the new life with their product or service. And then they get to the end and my clients say, so do you want to sign up? Oh, it breaks my heart because they get to a yes or no answer. That's a really steadfast, definitive answer. They're either going to buy or they aren't going to buy. And most people won't say no because they don't want to shut everything off. They don't want to ruin the risk of coming back to you a week from now to make a decision. So they default to their objections, which are usually around time or money or spouse or more information or trust. And when that happens, people lose the sale because then they have to handle the objection. And that's where the alternate of choice close comes in. It's not an alternate choice close of yes or no. It's an alternate choice close of yes or yes. And this makes all the difference. Now, is it going to help you close every single sale? No. We're always going to get no's. It just happens. But it is going to help you close more sales. So let's jump into what the alternative choice close really looks like. And I've got some examples here on my phone. Let's see here, because I didn't want to forget what these are. You can use the alternative choice close in your life all over the place. You can use this with your kids if you want to get them to do chores around the house. You can use this with your colleagues or your coworkers or your employees if you want to get a meeting on the books. You can use this with your spouse or your significant other if to get dinner chosen. So here's some examples. Let's talk about the dinner one. We all have those moments where when somebody asks us, what do you want for dinner? We're just like, oh, I can't make another decision. It's driving me nuts. So instead of asking your significant other, hey, honey, what do you want for dinner? Ask them the alternate of choice close and say, hey, would you like me to order pizza in or would you prefer sushi? And so it's yes or yes. Now they're not making a decision about dinner. They're making a decision about pizza or sushi, which is way easier for them to make because you've taken so much of the burden off of their plate. It's not a yes or no. It's a pizza or sushi. And so you're taking on the responsibility for them. You're just running it past them. Another one that we're always familiar with, you probably hear this every time you go out to dinner. Do you want soup or salad? Again, what's really brilliant about this is the server is pre-framing that, yes, you are going to stay and have dinner. And they're just merely asking, hey, do you want soup or salad with that? As opposed to, do you want an entree? Yes or no. Do you want soup? Yes or no. They're assuming you're going to have one or the other. And so they're actually able to close more additional sales that way. Another one for your kids, if you have kids and you want them to do some chores around the house, is, hey, would you like to, hey, little Stevie, whatever your kid's name is, would you like to clean the kitchen or would you prefer to cut the grass? You're not giving them a choice of doing chores, yes or no. You're saying, which one of these two chores do you want to do? Because I want either the kitchen clean or the lawn mowed. And so it works really well. Another one, let's go into, let's say you're a dog trainer and you're dealing with a client who has a dog that's driving them a little nutty. Would you like to get started right away and have a well-behaved pup ASAP? Or would you prefer to have your dog stay the way they are? Again, you're giving them a yes or yes choice. It's not a yes or no, but it also kind of twists the knife a little bit because they know their dog is driving them nuts. So that's another way to phrase this, where it's a yes or yes question. Hey, there's Cobes. Cobes just made an appearance. Cameo. Another one is, would you like to get the bonus 3 private sessions or would you prefer just 1 private session? And again, that's a bonus. And that comes from more with Elmer Wheeler's idea of the witch close, which his was somebody had ordered a malt and then he would train the staff to hold up 2 eggs. And he would say, did you want 2 eggs or just 1? Well, no matter what they said, if they said 2 eggs or 1 egg, that was an upsell. It was going to cost them an extra 50 cents or an extra 25 cents, 50 cents for the 2, 25 cents for the 1. And they still had the choice to say, oh, no eggs for me, please. Thank you. So they still had free choice, but how many more eggs do you think they sold in their malts by asking, do you want 2 or 1? The answer is a ton. It was actually really very successful. And then let's do one more example. Let's say you sell iPhones and you work at the Apple store and you want to pre-frame that they are going to buy the Apple phone or they are going to buy the new MacBook Pro or they are going to buy the new iPad. Here's a really good alternative choice close for that. Would you like 3 years of Apple Care or would you only like 1? Again, you're going to get so many more upsells. I can't remember how much Apple Care is. I think it's like $100 or $200 or something. But you're going to get way more purchases of that extra thing. So when you get to the end of the sale, assume that they're going to buy. They've been on the phone or they've been in the meeting long enough. They haven't left yet. And merely ask them yes or yes questions. You're going to find that you're able to close more sales and you're going to be able to close more upsells and you're going to increase your lifetime value customer by giving them 2 positive choices rather than giving them 1 positive choice and 1 negative choice, which is buy or don't buy. Because you don't really want the don't buy. And here's the deal. If people aren't ready to buy, they're not going to buy. But those people that are ready to buy, but maybe are a little bit scared, it's a heck of a lot easier question to answer between, do you want to buy yes with my Visa card or do you want to buy yes with my MasterCard? So much easier. So if you'd like some help implementing the alternative choice close, brainstorming some ways that you can use this in your business, all you have to do is go to bookburk.com, answer a couple questions on that page about your business and where you're at, and then you'll be taken to my calendar where you can book a live call with me where we'll brainstorm how to increase your sales, how to close more sales, how to increase your sales messaging, and how to grow that family of prospects and clients and past clients around you so that your business does much better. That's bookburk.com. And before we wrap up today, I want to share a story with you because even though this stems from Elmer Wheeler, I first learned this when I was in 8th grade, so I would have been 12 or 13, I think, and I had my first sales job as a paper boy. And part of my job was to deliver papers, but another part of my job was to go around various neighborhoods and sign people up for the newspaper subscription. And one of the things that we would ask, especially if it was halfway through the month or if it was near the end of the month, we would do a yes or yes close. And I didn't know this at the time. I just said it because it worked. And the close was this: do you want to start your subscription tomorrow, or would you prefer to start on the first of the month? And the reason why we would ask that is because it gave the opportunity to start at the fresh month. And sometimes people were going on vacation or going to be out of town for work or whatever for a couple of days. So starting at the beginning of the month was good for them. It sounded better. Plus, it just sounded a little bit more solid in terms of, okay, you're paying at the first and you're going to start on the first, and your payment's going to be, I think it was like $9 a month or $10 a month. It was pretty cheap back then for that subscription. But it was a great yes or yes close. And it actually helped me close a lot more sales. Do you want to start tomorrow? Or would you prefer to start at the first of the month? It was, you're going to sign up, but when do you want to sign up, without asking them that? It was giving them two options. And one more last example to wrap up, as if there aren't any questions, is this works really, really well if you're trying to set meetings with prospects, or if you're trying to set meetings with clients, or if you're trying to set meetings with staff or colleagues or friends or family. Give them two choices for that. So I can do Tuesday at 3 or Wednesday at 7. Which works better for you? And you'll find it's a much easier question because all they have to do is look at one of those two times and pick the one that works better for them. Trust me. If neither work, they're going to let you know. Unfortunately, neither of those work for me. Can we do some other time? Take the responsibility off their shoulders. They make enough choices as it is. So make it easy for them. And if they say neither of those times work, say, okay, great. I'll look at my calendar and I'll get back to you in a minute. Look at your calendar, pick two different times. Okay, wonderful. I've got Friday at 4 or I've got next Monday at 7. Which works better for you? And just let them do that. It's okay. Let them choose from those two choices. It makes it so much easier for them. And that's what everybody wishes everybody else would do, is make their life easier. So that was the Wheeler Which close, or the alternative choice close. I hope you start using that in your sales processes. And if you'd like some help crafting those and drafting those and brainstorming those up for you and your business and your products or your services, just go to bookburke.com, answer a couple questions, and then be taken to my calendar where you can book a call with me for a time that works best for you. And then we'll jump on the phone and we'll talk about what's going on in your sales process, and we'll help you come up with some alternative choice closes and how to use those in your business. It'll be really fun. I love doing this stuff, and I look forward to hearing from you. So let's see if there are any questions. Go ahead and drop them in the comment box. And while we're waiting for questions, if you found this information useful and you have a colleague or you have a friend or you know somebody that's in business for themselves and you think they would benefit from this, go ahead and tag them in the post or click that share button and share it with them. You can actually share this Facebook Live right on their page. And I think they'll appreciate you for that. And if you did like it, go ahead and smash that like button and let me know, because I'm going to keep creating more content like this. And the more you like certain things, it helps me steer in the direction that you appreciate and you enjoy and you benefit from. So it looks like we're good to go. No questions today. Wonderful. So I am going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining me. It was great having you on, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.